This is an unmarked vehicle with a black and white plate, although it does have blinkers on the front. The enforcer is pointing out the fact that it doesn't have any markings. They are flagging him off to the side. Oh, he looked at the enforcer, he just waved. Why did you wave? That's not what they're trying to do, wave at you. Look, see the big bike's chasing him now? I did see an MC behind this. I can see the enforcers looking for him now. That's the rider there. They flagged him down for a bus lane violation. And actually it turns out that motorcycle is going to be impounded. Allegedly the driver doesn't have a license yet. Oh, bad luck. First bus lane and then your bike's impounded. Well, it's not really luck. Obviously he made his own decision, but still it's a bad morning for that gentleman. I can see that he's trying to give some kind of explanation. I'm not sure what it is though. Obviously I can't hear from this distance. He has been pulled off to the side there for ticketing. And that's why you need the description from the other enforcers. You see the big bike's about to give chase now. After the first enforcer spoke to him, the rider went forward to the second enforcer and then suddenly pulled the accelerator. I heard it, very clear acceleration. And then you saw he just left. The big bike's chasing him. There's a high probability he's going to be captured. And the truth is, a lot of chases end in accidents. That's why they don't want chases in the first place. Because it puts the rider at risk, it puts the one chasing him at risk, and it puts other road users at risk. But if you do not even try and attempt to catch those who run away, it will become the normal thing for everybody to run away. And then you will have mayhem on the streets. And I know some people have said, well, just get the plate number. The plate number should only be seen as a backup. Because what if it's a stolen bike? What if it's a fake plate? Right? There's so many different scenarios. What if they just say, okay, I'm never going to renew my registration. I'll just get a new license. I'll modify the details just a little bit and get a new license, right? So as much as possible, you want to catch the driver at the time. Yes, most of the time the plate number will go back to the right person and you can resolve the issue with a show cause order. But it's not perfect. There are times that it just doesn't work out the way that you think it will. I can see a rider in the background there behind the bus. Sometimes I see posts on Facebook saying, avoid the bus lane in this area, there's an operation ongoing. It should be avoid the bus lane because it's a bus lane, right? You don't have to say, oh, there's an operation, so don't go there, because that suggests if there's no operation, you can go there. I think I can see from that rider's hand gestures that he's saying he was just riding the line. I'm only guessing based on the hand movements, but I remember before during a LTO operation here on the EDSA bus lane, they were actually adding reckless driving to anyone that said they were just riding the line. Because look, it's only wide enough for one bus. If you're riding the line, you're going to get hit. And that has happened many times. We've seen many riders knocked down while they were just riding the line, as they put it. Now, there have been some people that asked, what if I buy my own bus? Can I then use the bus lane? And it's not that crazy. Because if you remember when HPG were cracking down on Wang Wang and blinkers, there were a lot of VIPs that started using ambulances to get through the traffic. So it's not impossible to think that someone would use a bus, whether they buy it or borrow it, just to use the bus lane. Anyway, the answer is no, you cannot do that. Because the EDSA bus lane is exclusive for carousel buses, the city buses. You can't just buy your own bus and then start driving in the bus lane. It will be apprehended just like a car or a motorcycle would. One more rider being flagged down there. We'll ask him to pull off to the side. He might be saying that I was just on the line. Can't really hear him from here, but just based on the hand gestures. So actually what the rider was saying is I wasn't inside the bus lane. And he was arguing with the enforcers that he never went inside the bus lane. But I just saw the video and he was very clearly inside the bus lane. And then he kind of adjusted a little bit and said, okay, but it was just one time. And then I heard him ask if they could just ticket him for DTS instead of bus lane. but it's really going to be bus lane. It is an expensive penalty, and I understand the MC taxis want to get to their destination as quickly as possible, but they are definitely held to higher standards because they're operating as public transport. So unfortunately, it's a hefty penalty. It's going pretty fast. The enforcer just flagged him down now. They're going to pull him off to the side for ticketing. If he complies, seems like he's, well, they did manage to get him over to the side there. And just to give you a flashback to how things were before, I'll put some footage which hasn't been uploaded yet. Now bear in mind, that footage was shot before the new penalties came into effect, but it hasn't yet been posted. It's an SUV there, he wants to leave the bus lane, now he's seen the enforcer. It's always like that, right? If they see an enforcer, okay, I'll obey. Here's the thing, the majority of drivers and the majority of riders are using the correct lanes. That rider was following so close to the bus that he didn't get to see the enforcers, but look at the ones in the background. Buses are a very, very efficient way of moving people. So giving a single lane for commuters is not really that much to ask. And in fact, the buses used to have 2 lanes on EDSA. Now they're doing a lot more with just 1 lane. See all the riders there? That's a police car in the back, so he's actually permitted to be inside the bus lane. That BMW managed to slip past the enforcer after he left the bus lane, but the next enforcer has grabbed it. Hopefully he'll give his license. Just keep the camera running for a moment because it looks like... Let's see. Should be very easy, but sometimes it's not. Come on, make it easy, please. Yeah, and there you go. One of the other difficulties for enforcers is when people put magnetic stickers on their private vehicle to make it look like a government vehicle. And you might say, well, if it's a government vehicle, it would have a red plate. But no, there's many government vehicles that now have black and white plates. So it's always challenging to know, is it really private? Is it government? Are they responding to an emergency? Zoom, zoom, zoom. I don't take joy in seeing people apprehended, but I'm such a big supporter and fan of the bus lane that I do think it's really right to apprehend like that. I just flagged down another member of the Hazard gang. Mr. Hazard, ooh, Mr. Hazard, ooh, they call me Mr. Hazard, I really like the bus lane, Mr. Ooh. They just flagged down another member of the Hazard gang. At least he's compliant.